Here we go, Schlechter. Let's play d4. c5, so maybe he wants a Benoni or maybe he wants a Benko. We will see. Looks like a Benoni. Yep. Benoni confirmed. Goes for the fianchetto of the bishop, a very normal way to set up. I'm going to do the usual thing with the knight coming to d2 and then to c4. So for that end, I will stop him from playing b5. That is an interesting way to play. He can stop me from going to c4 by just by simply trading off my knight. The bishop has nowhere else to go at that point. You see that all its retreat squares were blocked, and if it goes here, it just loses a piece because the pawn push g4 will trap it. Okay, so he just blitzed out those moves. He's got 8 minutes and 19 seconds on his clock, and he started with 8 minutes. So maybe it's a line he's played before, but I don't think it's a good line. Let's castle. I'm going to play f5 and kick the knight back. And now, sometimes this bishop comes here with a check. It's a bit awkward. I could move my king. I could play bishop e3. He also is threatening to take here and win a pawn here, I guess. So if I defend with the queen, he can put the bishop there with check. If I defend here with the bishop, he can still put the bishop there with check. I know, but I'll start defending with the bishop. I mean, it's not like that check is the end of the world. It's just that if it happens at the wrong time, it can be uncomfortable. My idea is to play queen c1 and then bishop e3. Well, since he moved his queen off of my knight, I can put my no, I can't. I still need the queen here in case he throws in the check. I want to be able to play bishop e3. I'd rather not give up that diagonal. If he pushes the pawn forward with check, I can also play bishop e3. And I'm defending the c-pawn. So he changes tack here. I'm gonna put my bishop on e3 like I've been meaning to. Then maybe I'll lift my queen up to c2. We'll see where the queen goes. I'm not sure where the best place is. Maybe it goes back to d2. There might be a good spot for it. Although if I play queen d2, he can bring his queen back to a5 there. I could play pawn a5. That might be an interesting way to deal with that. I'm going to start with this move. We'll see. If the queen comes back and attacks my knight, it's not a big deal. The queen's defending, so bishop takes. I can take back with either the queen or the pawn. Need to bring my rooks to the center. Or do I? Maybe the rooks belong on the E file and the F file, and I push forward with E5 and F5. So he's maneuvering his knight around. He has the b6 square to go to. Where else could it go? Don't know. So there's f5 takes e5. That doesn't seem to do much here, actually. I'm going to start clearing the e file, so Rook e1 has more sense to it. I have blocked the f file. I'm not quite sure what the right exact plan or move order is. I mean, the general plan, I think, is pushing through the center. How do you set that up and get the most out of it? I'm just thinking when you push the e-pawn forward, it might be handy if the d-pawn is defended. So he's going there. Oh, he's trying to support the push of the pawn to b5. But that's not really the end of the world, that pawn push to b5. Because this knight has squares it can go to. In fact, it's now a convenient time. If I push here, now he will just take it still. Let us bring the rook over. Let's see how he wants to take back. With the knight. Okay. Let's keep taking. And now, I still don't quite have the lineup for for e5. So maybe I'm going with f5 and bishop to... okay, and he's going to pile up on my b-pawn. f5 and bishop to h6 is an idea that I'm thinking of. And he wants to trade queens. I don't want to trade queens. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and open things up here. I really don't understand the purpose of his triple lineup on that on the A file. Maybe it'll show up later as some brilliant idea. If he takes my bishop, I'm going to take with the rook. If he takes my other bishop, I'm going to take with the queen. I want to exchange here and open up the F file here. Get something going with the queen and the rook against his king. Especially now that he put all his heavy pieces over on the A file there. Ah, okay, so he's going to make things difficult for me by trying to cement that in there. So let's open this up. He takes with the pawn. So I can bring the queen out here. See if he is moved to action. He's got a knight move here. It's my queen, but I'll take the pawn then. And bishop to g4 is coming. Bishop g4 to e6 might be good. So he comes back and defends. So let's put this bishop maneuver to the test. See if he wants to give up his knight, or is he convinced he's got such a great knight that he doesn't need to worry. No, he gives up the knight. So how to take? With the pawn, you know, it's taking with the pawn is attractive because then I can push and open up the F file here. But can I really? My push he takes. I can't take back, and I can't take here. I need to find some other way to do this. Maybe a rook to the H file is a way to go. So he just wants to go for that endgame. Well, once again, I don't really want the queen trade. And he can grab the pawn here. I think I will retreat my rook this way. I don't want to trade and start getting checks, so I want to maintain this threat of rook to h3. He shuts it out that way. Okay, well let's check out the A file myself. He can take here with check. Without, I mean, he can take here, but it's not check. I get a check here. Check. I check. He blocks with the rook. I check here. King takes. Queen takes with check. And we'll see where it goes from there. I mean, he's up a couple pawns, so maybe it's not good. But I have a rook on the F file too. Getting complicated. And his queen is tied down defending this rook, so it kind of limits what he can do. Queen here is a check. I would run to h1. Okay, so he just brought his rook back there. So check. 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 Yeah, now all this has to be done with check, but this is with check. Because once I lift the rook up, he's got my h2 square covered with the queen. I just wanted to show he's got this, and he's got that. But that's check. Mate. Except if he takes with the queen. He could play on with rook versus queen and passed pawns, but he decided to resign. Anyway, that was a nice game. I will upload this and do a post-mortem. See you guys later. Bye.